Hey, what's up, folks? It is Lance freaking Hepler here. I did attend this race, our cyclocross state championships in Independence, Oregon, at this cool little riverside park, right in this tiny town of Independence, Oregon. This is just outside of Salem, Oregon. And they sponsored us in their downtown city park, which is right on the Willamette River. That was the sunrise that you were seeing there. I did decide to go do this race, even though we were having some family drama, which many people probably already know about, my dog, but we will get to that. Let's cover this race first. I thought I did record video while I did this race, and so I may as well talk through what happened on this race. This is our state championships, so no categories, just age groups. I compete in the 55 to 59 age group. We were coupled with the 50 to 54 age group men, or open field. And so, of course, these are all the same people that I've been racing with all year. In my age group, 55 to 59, I had a very small chance. Oh, wait. Oh, I just shoulder checked that sign pretty hard. I just got too close to it and completely shoulder checked it. But I didn't go down. That was kind of a small miracle. But I'm racing in the 55 to 59 age group. There were 16 or 17 of us, and there was another 16 or 17 in the 50 to 54 age group. There's 3 guys in my field that I was pretty sure I couldn't beat, but I was going to give it a shot anyway. I thought with all this drama happening in my family, it would be good for me to just get away and go do this race. Just kind of steal away for a few hours, and so that's what I did. You can see that I made many mistakes. I just went off the course there, got passed by like 5 people. And this course was laid out by Eric Tonkin of Selwood S&M, the team and bike shop that is in the Selwood, Oregon area of Portland. And Tonkin is known for his very difficult and tricky courses. All this single track you're seeing here, they cut this into the park for this race, and he built these little, they're not run-ups, they were like little cliffs, but he did put like footholds in them. So it was a very difficult, I like to say this course was Tonkinized, because Eric Tonkin put his stamp on it. And as you can see from the little pre-video, the defining feature would be the mud bog, or the pond water, or the moat that we had to basically swim across. That was part of the route, which was pretty freaking hilarious. And I thought it was fantastic that he added all this up. Some people said, oh, it's too hard, it's too much. I don't, this isn't what a championship course should be like, but man, this is just like grassroots cyclocross. I love it. Here's the mud bog. Here's the first time through it on my first lap. I did 6 laps, and you can see at this point it was only like knee deep, but the bottom was pretty muddy, and so it just got tracked out and deeper, and it ended up getting waist deep, and it was completely unrideable. There was thoughts that it could have been ridden. It might have been ridden yesterday, but then first track through there and it gets tracked out. It was completely unrideable. There were a couple routes around that. 2 different ways you could go with that. You could go a shallower way, which was a longer route, or that more direct route, which I took. And so, I don't know. That mud bog just made this race hilarious and fantastic. And I loved the feature. And yes, it was very difficult, but it meant that the person who was going to win these races would be the one that would make the least amount of mistakes. And guess how many people made mistakes? 100% of people made mistakes somewhere. You either tripped in the mud, you either botched a run-up, there was something. This run-up was actually rideable in pre-ride, but in traffic, no. And then after several people ran up it, it almost became unrideable as well. And so there were just mistakes to be made. People made mistakes. Here's my second time through the mud bog, and I'm catching up to Rick Metz and Webster Wilson here, and I'm trying to catch on to him because Rick is in my age group, and I didn't. And you can see how it just got deeper and crazier, and the footage from that was just hilarious. It was really good stuff. So, as it got muddier, I started going right more and through the trees, which wasn't really a line. And most of the times I was able to make it, I botched it once really bad and went straight off course. But I didn't have my video on. But Rick had just washed out right here on a weird corner. You can see this little area was unrideable as well. You had to dismount. So many places you had to dismount and run up. Let's see how the mud bog goes this time. Oh, I think I went to my knees that time and had to get myself up and try to run through. Oh, I just made it so crazy. Anyway, this made it very fun. I ended up off just losing these guys a little bit, and so I ended up I ended up battling the last couple laps with James Green and Steve Glazer. James Green is on Trusty Switchblade, super great dude. We have raced quite a bit together. And Steve Glazer, I've generally beat him all year, but he has been coming on strong at the end of the year as I have been fading. And so as I'm fading, he's coming on strong, and he was just on me. Oh, we had a little issue right here. This was kind of funny. This guy bites it. He falls, and I ride right between him and his bike. I'm so sorry, dude. I don't know who that was. And right there is where James went around me, and then here's Steve Glazer in the green. He goes around me as well. I lost all my momentum trying to get around the guy that fell around, and both James and Steve go by me. So I'm like, okay, I know James and Steve are both in my age group. I figured at this time we were battling for like top 5, and so the game was on, and so I'm trying to catch back up to Steve, which is in the green up there, and James would have been just ahead of him. So this is our last lap. I'm trying to go full gas to get back onto him, and somehow I do manage to get back right on their wheel. And so I'm trying to stay with them. I'm trying not to make any more mistakes, but here's where I finally got Steve. Last lap through the water. Steve slips into the water, and I went way left, hopped in, was able to get around Steve, and that's James right ahead of me. You know, me and James have had some sprints at the end of these races, and sometimes he can get me, and sometimes I can get him. And so today I felt like, okay, I think I can get James in the paved sprint at the very end. So I'm trying to gear up to just stay right on James's wheel, and whoop, he washes out literally 200 meters before the finish. And so, oh man, I felt so bad for James. We didn't get to sprint it out. But Steve Glazer is right on my wheel, and I know he's gonna try to outsprint me on this paved section. And so I'm trying to lay down as much as I can. This corner was treacherous, you could wash out, but because I got to that corner first and got on the gas, I was able to finish right before Steve. So, way to go, Steve Glazer. Way to go, James Green. Thanks for the battle today. It's exactly what I needed to take my mind off all my home drama. And so that made me very happy. There's Steve right there. I congratulated him. I ended up 5th. Steve ended up 6th. James ended up 7th in our field. I was only about 10 seconds behind Rick Metz, who was 4th, but I was a full minute off the podium, so that just wasn't going to happen from there. And as per usual, you finish a race like this, and all the emotions are like right in my Adam's apple. They're right in my throat. And James comes up to give me a hug for thanking me for such a great season. And I kind of immediately burst into tears, which is not like me, but who cares, man? If I don't need all the masculinity, the toxic masculinity or the harmful stuff. I just want to love other people and have other people like me and just treat people fairly and nice. And if that means being emotional and showing your emotions and love and support for other people, then I'm okay with that. So this was the Cat 1-2 racers on their first lap, and they were giving it a go. I was teasing Sean Badcock right there in the orange because he fully just fell face first in the water. From here, I drove home, and we spent our last few hours with my adorable dog, Piper, and I cried a lot, and I feel sad that I've lost my adventure buddy, and I'm going to be okay, but not yet. It's going to be a minute. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I certainly appreciate your love and support. Many people have reached out to show me some love and support, not only for the videos that we've done, but for this personal drama that I'm going through. And thank you guys for everything. Please watch and like and subscribe to videos. It will help me out and feel good about myself. We'll see you at the next one.